Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of FA Euro Soccer. I am Eric Cordova, and as we hear the player introductions, we'll get you ready for this matchup with the under-23 team for the Long Island New York Red Bulls, one of the better teams in the league. And what to watch today. So the Red Bulls come in as one of the top teams in the league, 7 wins on the year, and a couple of the top goal scorers in the league in Brian Saramago and Juan Sanchez. With 7 games apiece played, they each have 4 goals among the league leaders. But FA Euro, coming off of a 3-1 victory just on Friday, they're going to look to ride the momentum into a competitive matchup here with just a couple weeks left in the season. And for now, we're going to take a silence and listen to the introductions.
Your 2018 FA Euro New York squad is led by Nico Lacey and Marco Balsamo, and leading FA Euro is Club President Joe Balsamo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the United States Air Force Academy Band's rendition of our national anthem.
And so, with the national anthem out of the way, we'll get a show of sportsmanship here.
Streamed on the I-95 Sports and Entertainment Network. Visit i95sportsnetwork.com and the FA Euro New York YouTube channel for tonight's live stream.
And as we get ready for the opening kickoff, you should look for the Red Bulls in the red shorts and the white jerseys, and your FA Euro in the blue and yellow jerseys. And it looks like the coin toss is over, and we're going to get underway in just a moment here. So we'll look to see if FA Euro can build on the momentum they've gotten. They've won 2 out of their last 3. Of course, Friday night being their best performance of the year, a 3-1 victory over Evergreen. And we'll keep you posted with who to look for on the Red Bulls squad, under 23, so a lot of young legs on that side. And as we're about to get started, I'll say it's a beautiful day for soccer. The last couple of games we've had out here, some rain, some wind, some cold temperatures for this summer season. Not today. Today we're hovering about the high 70s, and it should be beautiful. It should be a great day for soccer. And if you haven't yet, and you're watching this online, come on down and check out an FA Euro game. They play live here at Floyd Bennett Field. Make sure to check out FA Euro's website and I-95 for all the latest on their schedule. So it looks like the Red Bulls will take the opening kickoff. And as they touch the ball, we are underway. And the Red Bulls looking for a quick start, trying to go over the top on the far sideline. And if you're watching on the screen, the Red Bulls will be going from right to left. Your FA Euro squad will be going left to right, as that ball is put into the stands for a lucky souvenir. So the Red Bulls take the throw in. And some jockeying for the ball just at about midfield. Kind of an errant play there by the Red Bulls, and that one's going to roll harmlessly. Looks like out of bounds. Kid walked on the field to play there. I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but it's like we'll be able to play it forward. And a quick whistle there. I'll tell you, one thing I've grown to like about these games, I love the fan and family participation here. The kid along the sideline clearly just trying to do his job, and really just a wonderful atmosphere here. Got a good crowd for a Monday evening. As we got a give and go here, they're trying to play it across low and off the head and cleared on out. So we get some head play here. And now the Red Bulls will enter possession. That one a good defensive stop, and we're going to go the other way. So as we've seen early today, the Red Bulls have owned the opening possessions, but not quite able to break the FA Euro defense, which looked great last game. So they're going to look to build on that. Their defense was a stonewall until about the 91st minute last game. Now this one, they're going to try to go through some sloppy forward there. This one's right in the middle. And a takedown in the box. That one might result in a shot. That was a takedown in the box. So I think we're going to get an early penalty kick here. And it looks like Saramago's going to take it. As we said, one of the leading scorers in the league. He's going to look to get goal number 5 here. And he goes top corner, and that's an early goal at the 2.5-minute mark for the Red Bulls. So a costly penalty there for FA Euro. And within 3 minutes of the game, Euro's going to be down 1-0. And Saramago with his 5th goal of the year. That, again, puts him as one of the tops in the league.
New York Red Bull goal scored in the 3rd minute by number 11, Brian Saramago.
And I'm no Ben Marcoux, but I'm going to give you some analysis on that one. You can't turn the ball over deep. What you saw from FA Euro was trying to over-dribble within the box. A turnover led to a costly penalty and an early deficit. I grew up playing defense, and I can tell you from experience, when you're playing defense, your goal is to get the ball out and to the sidelines. That didn't happen there, and it cost them. But now we're down by a goal, but we are into Red Bull territory as FA Euro maintains possession. They're going to play it back toward the defensive line and into midfield, and a takedown there. That's going to be a kick going the other way. So a quick one. And they're able to knock it down here. Let's see what Galena can do from the corner and block down into the field of play, though. Looking to create something in the midfield, and they're going to play it all the way back to the keeper, try to regroup here. What you're seeing early is an aggressive Red Bull team. They're pushing up as soon as the ball gets in there. So let's see if they can adjust. So Parliament has possession here. Played into the middle of the field and over toward the far side. And the Red Bulls are able to knock it down. Morrison plays it forward. And a shot from the point right into the arms of Hansen. A good save there. So we'll get a punt out to midfield. The ball is finally settled down. Red Bulls moving on forward. And a good tackle there.
A player development program runs
good tackle by Connor McGlynn.
For more information, log on to
Played out of bounds. McGlynn coming off a very good game against Evergreen. He had a goal, his first of the year, but also some really good aggressive play. And he's going to look to build on that. That was a good play early, a good tackle. So we're going to watch this game unfold. So far, you're not able to really generate anything off their possessions. Really, only the one. As you watch the Red Bulls maintain possession here. They're going to play it over toward the far side. Some good passing here. And a one touch into the crease. Looks like they are able to run it down. Ball is still within the 18. They played across, a header on out. And this one looks like to be... Oh, Ponyman came over to the top, and he's going to get called for that one. So we'll get a kick from about 25 yards out here. This is just in that range. You should expect the ball to curl in, looking for a head toward the far post. But they do have someone toward the sideline. Watch for number 19 there on the side. Let's see if they fake the kick and go on that way. He's been since marked up. So there's the curl. And the head is just wide of the post, the far post. An aggressive header there. And as we're about 7.5 minutes in, let's see if FA York can get the ball down the field and create some opportunity. Most of this game has been played in their defensive zone. So that one was played to midfield. And again, the Red Bulls with over the top. And a ball played in, close to an offside. He corrals it. And oh, wait a minute. He put it in, but it looks like they did. Nope. That one is a goal. I wasn't sure if they called an offside there. It was very close. But a beautiful shot to the top right corner and an early 2-0 deficit for FA Euro. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that was Saramago again. We'll get the official call soon. But a 2-goal deficit and not a good start for FA Euro. So let's see if they can regroup. Now down 2. That's one of the biggest deficits of the year. And if you heard, you probably didn't, but I'll keep you posted here. A lot of yelling from the keeper. Clearly a missed defensive assignment there. And that's just an errant pass. So a sloppy start. Perhaps some miscommunications, defensive lapses, and they're working from a 2-goal deficit. Hansen's going to come all the way out.
Scored by number 11, Brian Saramago, assisted by number 19, Omir Fernandez, in the 8th minute.
So that's the official call. Saramago with his second goal of the game.
Saramago, assisted by number 19, Fernandez, in the 8th minute.
And that's his 6th goal of the year. Now, I don't know if it's the defensive lapses, but from the early goings, he looks like a pretty promising player. And remember, this is an under-23 team, an affiliate of the Red Bulls. So you might see him in a couple of years over in MLS, maybe sooner than you think. And as the game goes on, we'll get a better look at some of these guys and see who may or may not make the big time. But that one's played forward, and they've got numbers. They're going to make their way in, a pass across, but a good defensive play there by Morton Wenas to get it out. But that one could not be corralled along the sidelines, so the Red Bulls will have a throw in just over midfield. So we're getting some colorful language on the field. They are not, at least the keeper and the coaches are not happy with the defensive unit. But we're going to try to get a run ahead here. Poneman's going to try to make a run at it. The goalkeeper way out. And that one is cleared aside. So they took a chance. The keeper with an alert play. And he's able to clear toward the sidelines. So we'll reset with Aviator taking the throw in. And they go up the sidelines, and it's headed into the field of play, right into the middle. As they jockey position, a good touch there. And again, played back into the defensive zone. So that's follow playing it back to Hansen. And over to more zone. And they're going to play it up the field. So again, the ball is played to the head. That's not going to win them a whole lot. Ball finally back to the keeper, Hansen. He's going to wait and set and play the ball to midfield. And again, when they're playing these balls, you notice that they're not winning a lot of them. That's early, but we'll see if that trend continues throughout the game. Oh! A fall there. It looks like they got the call. What do I know? But I thought that was a little bit cheap. You notice the Red Bulls playing the possession game through the middle of the field. Euro not able to take it. That one a little bit of a push by Poneman, and he's going to get called. And he's talking to the ref. And I'm not sure if they're confused by the call or the coach is not happy with Poneman there, but either way, we're going to get a kick from right outside the 18. So this is dangerous territory. You can get a shot on goal here, or you can get a curl in. We'll see what strategy they go with. He's going for the curl. It's headed on and then booted on out, back to the 30. This one somehow got over the head. Across the middle and just wide. So Amir Fernandez with a chance there on a cross, but just wide of the net. That was almost a 3-goal deficit in the first 13 minutes. I got to tell you, Euro
is the official apparel provider of FA Euro New York. Visit their website at araya.com for more info on how you can purchase our new training gear for 2018.
Euro's going to have to regroup here. This is not a strong effort early here, and I understand this is one of the better teams in the league, but this is... And they're a good defensive play. As Fernandez tried to weave through, it was blocked on down. We're going to get a corner out of this, but a good defensive play to not let that ball get on net. So it looks like their now second leading scorer, Juan Sanchez, is going to take the corner. He's going to put it down for the right foot and try to curl it on in. When you play from the right foot on that side, you're curling away from the goal. So we'll see if he's able to get it onto somebody's head. So I'm played up high and on down, a miss hit on the header. So Michael DeShields was able to get up and get a head on it, but he headed it way wide. I'm a little concerned that they weren't able to get a body on him. He's got some size to him, but that was almost like a missed box out in basketball. You got to get a body on these guys when you're playing the corner kick game. So again, we're going to play the ball in the air. And it looks like they are able to get it down and on in toward the 18. The keeper's going to come out, make a play on the ball. If they can get a quick shot here, nope. They're gonna wait it on out. So Poneman gets it over onto the side and played on out of bounds. So Sewane will take the throw in here. And he's going to throw it into the corner. So Galinas just kind of errantly plays it in, got caught in the corner there, and the ball is cleared out. That's a tough place to play. No matter what sport you're watching or playing, you never want to get caught in the corner. There's nowhere to go. So that one cleared out, but kept alive there, played back in, a nice catch by the keeper. Played on back in by Leo Fola. But everyone had kind of given up on the play. So he throws it back out as we're going to go the other way toward the far sideline. So this one, Euro's able to take possession. And let's see if they can stay on the ball here. Oh no, a turnover there. And again, the Bulls have numbers. They're going to play it into the middle. Ooh, and a quick turnaround there. Saramago had a chance at the hat trick, but he booted it wide toward the near post. And again, a defensive lapse, a turnover, and an opportunity in the box for Brian Saramago. This has been some ugly soccer early on. And I'm not trying to be overly critical, but how can you be happy if you're Aviator right now? There's plenty of time in this game, but they're going to have to start getting it together here.
Don't forget to follow Aviator on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Use our official hashtag as #ForzaEuro for everything Aviator.
So that ball thrown on in and right back out of play. So a lot of spacing in the middle here. The Bulls will take it up the field. And a little bit of a give and go. Try to get it across over the head. And Euro's going to get a chance for a clear. So Poneman, some good footwork, plays to the middle of the field. And Euro has a chance and they reverse the field. Oh. And again, playing with the ball on the defensive line. But if you notice the aggressive play, the Red Bulls have been aggressive in their front line and Euro's back line. Now, if Euro's able to catch them being overzealous, they might be able to get a run out of it. But so far, that aggressive front line has resulted in turnovers and 2 goals. But this one's making its way to the front line. And a quick play there. See if we can get a shot here. They're within the 18. He gets a quick, looked like an errant cross, and the ball is played toward midfield. So that was Robbie Sela trying to get the ball across. It didn't quite make it there. So now we have the ball outside the 18, and another play across, and again cleared out by the Red Bulls. The one thing I am seeing here is the ball is played toward the sideline, and a good take, and back the other way, with Robbie Sela, the give and go there to Ponyman. And a great aggressive play! He's taken down in the box. And I think Euro might get a kick out of this one. So it looked like Bulatov got taken down in the box. An opportunity here for Euro. They were finally able to get behind the defense, and they're going to get a kick out of this. So it looks like Fala's going to take the kick. And a great save by the keeper. He tried to put it toward the near post and low, and the keeper dove low and made a great save. Well, when it rains, it pours. That's just the way it's going for Euro right now. A chance on a penalty kick, and the goalkeeper makes a save. Boy, things have just not been on Euro's side today. A big role reversal from the last game. But here's a corner, punched out by the keeper. And they're going to play this one all the way back to Hansen. So this one's going to play high in the air. Let's see who can bring it down, and it does come down into the possession of FA Euro. But an errant touch there and played out of bounds. So this one's played into the middle of the field. Euro with possession. And McGlynn with a good ball forward. Let's see if they can run on down that one. As you notice the strategy changing. Euro is starting to get a little more aggressive with their through balls. They're going to take some chances now. You're down two goals. They're going to have to try and get something on net. They were able to get the penalty kick from some aggressive play. This one played down to the corner. Seal is going to run it down, but a good defensive play, and that ball made its way out of bounds and will be a goal kick. So we're about 21 minutes in.
Select, the official ball sponsor of the USL PDL. Select is a proud sponsor of the PDL. Follow Select Sports, select-sport.com/US.
And an eventful first half of the first half. Now this one's going to be played ahead, but played on down by the chest, and this one is near the solid. It's a good save. Nope, not a save. He tried. But Euro has the throw-in. And they're going to play this one aimlessly into the middle of the field. Some good ball handling there. And that was some nifty ball work by Amir Fernandez. I've been impressed by him today. He did miss the header, but some good footwork. And now, again, the Red Bulls with numbers right into the middle of the field. That one off the crossbar, and in the goal it goes. A 3-0 lead for the Red Bulls. Oh, boy. So, again, the Red Bulls with numbers in the box. And now, a 3-goal lead.
New York Red Bulls goal scored in the 23rd minute by number 19, Amir Fernandez.
And after I just praised him, he puts one in the back of the net.
Goal scored by number 19, Fernandez, in the 23rd minute.
I'll tell you, how do you like that? When you're commentating for a team, don't praise someone on the other team. Apparently, it'll come back to bite you. Oh, boy. But I stand by what I said. It doesn't surprise me that Fernandez was able to put one in. He's had an impressive showing. Some very aggressive play. Some solid ball handling. If you're a soccer fan, not just a Euro fan, he's going to be one to watch. Would not surprise me to see him up on the big club soon. But this one's going to be played ahead by Euro. And at this point, with a 3-goal deficit, you want to try to get aggressive in the offensive zone to try to put something on the board. So they tried to get a run ahead. Didn't work out. They played it back. And this one's going to try to be played across the field over the top. That one kind of headed errantly by Ponyman and out of bounds. So we got a lot of talking on the field right now. They're trying to sort some things out. I think we're gonna play this one from the goal. And that was a little bit dangerous. But I get the sense that these guys are not afraid of danger. So this was played through the middle of the field. Fernandez with a touch. And that one played over the top and way too far. So Euro will take the throw in. And a chest on back. And boot it on up to midfield they go. Looked like a foul there. So a little bit of a break. McGlynn trying to put it down quickly, but he'll play it across the field. So Follow plays the ball up. And back to Follow. So as they play along the far sidelines, and then an errant turnover. Again, I haven't seen today the crisp ball handling and passing that we saw last game. A lot of early turnovers today. And the Red Bulls bringing their way back. They play a ball to the 18. A good defensive play, and that's going to result in a corner kick. That seems to be their go-to. Once they get the ball middle possession, they try to play it out toward that far line of the 18 and then back through the middle. That seems to be their go-to attack. It has worked so far, as the Red Bulls, at about 26 minutes in, have a 3-goal lead. So we'll get a corner kick here. So play into the middle. A great save there. And another save. What a sequence there for Hansen. A diving save and then a second chance off the deflection. 2 beautiful saves for Hansen. And maybe that'll be just the momentum boost they need. This one played forward and a good turn there. A lot of contact. And then he's contacted off the ball. So Seal, some physical play took him off the ball. But as I was saying, sometimes it takes a big play to switch momentum. And boy, does Aviator need some. Couple of great saves. Maybe that'll get things going for them. And as I hope our audio is not picking up on that. That's some colorful language from Hansen. And again, he has not been happy with his defense all day. He was able to pick it up there, and he was able to make a couple of great saves, but it sounds to me like the keeper, who's judged on goals against, is not all too happy with the defensive play today.
2000 to 2003 age groups will be participating in the 2018 San Marino Cup. For more information, log on to faeurope.com/tours. Correction, 2001 to 2003.
And I'll be honest, he probably should. You know, believe it or not, Hansen of Aviator has got a better percentage of saves than the Red Bull goaltender. So he's a quality goaltender, and he's given up 3 today. That's well above his average. So you got to believe he doesn't believe that's fully on him. And I happen to agree. So we have a stoppage here. I think we're going to get a throw in. Yep, a throw in here to the foot. And take it on down. So we'll get a kick right near the sideline as Galino is taken down. So we'll see if York's going to set something up. They're going to play it on in across the field. And again, right into the head. As they're going to come up, try to be aggressive, and then they'll play it on back. So they're trying to get ahead of the defense. But as you can see, the Red Bulls are a well-conditioned team, and they are not able to get behind them very often. So he's played off the ball looking for the ref. He did not give him a call there. And he's going to get right behind the defense. And another goal. This one by Emmanuel Kuma. Just kind of ran right behind the defense. But that one has got to be on the midfielder. Put his arms up. Almost in Tim Duncan fashion. Or if you remember back to the 99 World Series, Chuck Knobloch throwing his arms up. And kind of just ignoring the play on the field. That resulted in the tide to turn and for the Red Bulls to make a run. And all that happened there was Kuma was able to get behind the defense with his speed. And at that point, it was just him, the goaltender. and an easy goal for Kuma and a 4-goal deficit, the biggest that Aviator has faced all year.
New York Red Bulls goal scored by number 22, Emmanuel Kuma, scored in the 29th minute. That's a Red Bulls goal scored by number 22, Kuma, in the 29th minute.
So they're going to play this one up, and Seal's going to try to get it across. He's able to reverse on back. This one comes all the way across and over the head of Poneman. So he plays it on back. And you can see that they're trying to get more aggressive when they're in the offensive zone, but it's still resulting in some not strong ball play. This one played through. Fernandez is going to try to get another opportunity, try to weave a pass in there, but batted down by the defense. This one dangerously bouncing around and into the hands of Hansen. Boy, he does not look happy. I gotta tell you, you're a keeper and you've had all these lapses. It reflects on you. And that's a shame because I don't think he's had a poor game at all. But the scoreboard shows otherwise as they're facing a 4-goal deficit here. So the Red Bulls will maintain possession in the midfield. And the fans are going to try to get him back into the game. As we said last game, the fans here are great. They've been a little discouraged, but they're going to try to get their team back in. Still early. Still only 31 minutes in, even with the 4-goal deficit. This one's played across right into the hands of the goaltender. And we got a whistle here. I'm not sure what's going on. Plup, we got a player down in midfield. So they're going to call the medical personnel out. It looks like, let's see if we can see who it is. It looks like Morzone. And he's clutching his knee. Well, that's never good. We'll see what happens here. We'll see if he's all right. I'm going to take a look down the sideline and see if we have anybody warming up. Got a couple of guys. And if I had to guess, Alejandro Del Cura is probably going to be the sub if he can't continue. He's doing some warming up on the sidelines. I think he might get the call. And I think he is. I think Del Cura is going to get the call. And it looks like they are going to take out more zone. Del Cura is going to come in the game. So the defensive unit is going to see an injury, and we're going to get some changes as Del Cura is going to come in, and I think he might shift the defense over with this substitution. So he's walked off the field on his own power. Looks like he's for the most part okay, but I think we're still going to get the substitution here. Well, as we wait, let me tell you, if you want to keep up with everything going on, you should go to the I-95 sports page, get all the updates, as well as the FA Euro. And for me, you get to hear me calling soccer on here, but on Thursday nights, you get to hear me talk wrestling, myself and the... It is myself and Eric Kravitz who does the games on I-95 for the Long Island Red Bulls. We do a wrestling show Thursday evening, so if you want to take a break from real sports and real controversy, tune in to us on I-95 for wrestling talk every Thursday night at 9 p.m. And now it looks like we are back in, and another player taken down. That's a card. So, looks like Galina's going to get a card there on the takedown. Well, you hope they don't get too chippy here. I mean, a 4-goal lead. A lot of anger, a lot of resentment comes out, but you don't want to get too chippy and get yourself kicked out of the game.
Euros, number 20, Alessio Galina in the 35th minute. That's a yellow card caution issued to number 20, Galina, in the 35th minute.
Because for those of you who are tuning in, if you get 2 yellows, that's a red card. And if you get a red card, then we start talking suspensions and being out of the next game. And those yellow cards, even if you don't get 2, if you get 7, that adds up. And that'll take you out for some games. But they're a little too physical there for the Red Bulls. And this one's going to be put down for a kick. So it looks like Morazone, who is still in the game. So I guess he's all right. He took the kick there. And now Follow plays it forward. And that one's headed over the top. Euro can't run it down. And you know what? I'm going to be the one to say it. That one looked a little bit lackadaisical. I thought that if you had some oomph, some conditioning, you could run that one down and try to get behind the defense. That's exactly what the Red Bulls have been able to do. And that is exactly what they were not able to do there on FA Euro side. The last goal by Kuma, he just ran behind the defense. And there you saw an opportunity perhaps for Galina to do the same, and he just wasn't able to get possession of the ball. That's really the story of the game today. Every loose ball, every opportunity for turnover, that has gone the Red Bulls' way, and it shows on the scoreboard. A 4-goal deficit here in the first half. We still got 10 minutes left to go, plus stoppage. So the Red Bulls maintain possession at midfield. And a good defensive play there by McGlynn. So you see signs of life every now and again, and to me the bright spot, just like last game, has been Connor McGlynn. He's playing some solid soccer in the midfield in the last couple of games. So this one played in to Winas and over across the field, and they got some space to work with here. Let's see if they can get something with some space to work with. That ball played into the middle and back on out. So they're going to play it back to the defensive line to create some space. Now McGlynn possesses, and he's going to play the ball down to the corner, but oh boy. Poneman just came offside. And again, a mental error by FA Euro, and they were not able to get an opportunity because of the offside penalty. So Euro back on defense here, as they're going to watch the Red Bulls play possession. And this one's played on through the midfield. There's Fernandez. And he tried to play it over the top, but a good play by Poneman to knock it down. So they're fighting for some loose balls here. Finally, the Red Bulls corral. This one played to the middle. They do have some numbers here. Fernandez on the outside. He plays it across. Nobody home. So we'll get a goal kick here.
What's happening throughout the league and PDL's top prospects are the new USLPDL.com. Download the PDL mobile app today to keep track of your favorite teams.
So as they jockey position there, Red Bulls come away with it again. And they play through, and a through ball goes through everybody. So again, an opportunity, and with about 6 minutes left, you've seen probably about 7 to 8 opportunities and 4 goals to the Red Bulls, and maybe more. I might be underselling that. They've had a lot of opportunity, winning loose balls, getting behind the defense, turnovers. I mean, this half has been all Red Bulls. And that was played up. Poneman's going to try to run it down. He can't do it, and that ball is played way out of bounds.
Become become a fan of the PDL on Facebook. Visit facebook.com/USLPDL for exclusive league news and interactive content.
So the teams will get set here for the throw-in, and a little bit of a push there. I thought he got away with one, as this was played back to midfield, and a good head ball to play the ball across. It's played over to McGlynn and back. And again, they're going to play for space and see if they can get something going over the top. He's looking for it, and that one's played over the top. Let's see if we can get something going here. Looks like again an offside call. They're trying to wait it out and play it over the top, but every time they do it, they seem to just get a step ahead. Maybe actually that may have been, yeah, it could have been a contact call there too. I don't know. The ref's not really signaling what it was, but the ball will go to the Red Bulls. And the result there, we got a player down on the field. Play has gone on, but he is down. We'll give you an update as we can. So the ball is corralled down by a Red Bull player, but we got a player down right in front of us, and that's number 3. I don't have his number on the score sheet here. As soon as we can find out who he is, I'll let you know. So we got the medical staff tending to him, and this is just going to add to the stoppage time. We've had 1 injury. This is number 2. So, did you see the trainer's working his leg? I don't know if he cramped up or he got hit in the leg. But he went down and he just didn't move. So, looks like we're going to try to get him up here. Okay, so I think that's Kevin O'Toole as he limps off the field. So we should end up getting a few minutes into stoppage time here, as we're only a couple minutes from half. But I'm going to guess we're going to get 4 to 5 minutes of stoppage time with the 2 injuries. So the ball will be placed down by the Red Bulls on the far side of the field, near midfield. And there's a give and go there. As they play it across the field and in. Head ball down and back. They're able to create some space here. And a good take there. And again, a couple of touches and back into the possession of the Red Bulls. So this one's back to the end line of the Red Bulls, played on to the far side of the field there. Oh, and a good piece of forward there and a shot on goal. Good save there by Hansen. He weaved through, got a low liner on goal. Hansen with a great save. That's his 3rd save of the day. And I know it doesn't look good on the scoreboard, but Hansen's actually had a pretty good day. He's made some big saves, a lot of opportunity here for the Red Bulls. And it could be worse. Hansen's been up to the challenge. So this one will be played in from the corner. So it's going to curl in and over, and another great save. It somehow made it onto the head, bounce on down, and Hansen was able to deflect it over the crossbar. So we'll do it again. This one curved again toward the far post, and we got about 3 players down in there. Looked like the Red Bulls initiated contact on a card. So they're going to get a card out of that one. You had 3 players down, and I guess it looks like it's Saramago complaining. I think he got the card. I think he pushed some people down. And to me, that's just silly. Now, I will tell you, the clock has stopped for some reason on the main scoreboard, so we'll keep you posted as to how much time is left. So this one's played back out. A shot, and wow. That one shook the football uprights. And wide right on that one, I suppose. But I'll tell you, if you're Saramago, one of the leading scorers in the league, knowing that there's only a couple weeks left, why would you get a cheap yellow card there? You're up 4-0. Again, I'm no expert at analysis, but that seemed like kind of a stupid move. I mean, why risk it for your team? This is clearly a championship-bound team. You don't want to put your team down one of your best players. So as we're probably in stoppage time, and again, the clock is now back on in about 44 minutes, but I'm guessing we're actually at stoppage time. FA Euro has possession. Let's see if they can get something before half. This one played on up the sideline. CeeLo won't be able to run it down. And what a difference. The fans are just completely out of it this game. The 4-goal deficit. But Euro battling for the ball on the far sideline here. Plays it across. That one makes its way through, but nothing doing there. That was dangerous. The ball trickled through, but there wasn't an offensive player to get a foot on it. So this one played back into the middle here. And Morazone plays it up himself and passes to, well, the Red Bulls. A through ball misplayed there. Oh, McGlynn just turned it over, and a lot of back and forth there. No one able to maintain possession for too long. So some sloppy play before the end of the half. Red Bulls finally control. And we got a takedown there, and that one's... It's a little dangerous. I don't think we're going to get anything more than just putting the ball down here. As we are well into stoppage time, we'll see how much longer we get for the first half here. So this one played across. A good header to get it out of there by Sawane. And that's going to be the end of the half. And boy, is that a half that the Euro's going to want to forget. A 4-goal deficit. So we go into half with the Red Bulls 4, FA Euro 0.
York Red Bulls.
Second half, I am Eric Cordova, giving you the live play-by-play broadcast here for FA Euro against the Red Bulls. And after a half that we'd like to forget, we'll play a second half here with the Red Bulls up 4-0. And I spoke to our colleague Ben Marcoux, who's down coaching. Spoke to him at halftime, and he saw a lot of the same things that we saw. A lot of defensive lapses. And really just kind of getting out of their comfort zone. They came in knowing that the Red Bull MO was to take the ball and be aggressive in the front line, and they played right into it. So his analysis is that they got to push the ball up into the midfield, and if they can do that in the second half, they might be able to get some more pressure. They can't play the ball along the back line and allow the Red Bulls, who will not be changing their strategy. This is what they do. You got to get the ball up and into the areas where they don't play as strong, and that's in the midfield. But in this case, they have the ball in way deep along the side of the goal line and finally clear it on out. So in the second half, you're going to see FA Euro playing right to left. And this one played across the field to a wide open Sergei Bulatov. So he's going to corral and make his way back to the middle of the field. Some good ball handling there. And he plays it on back out. So they're going to recoup, play a little give and go game there. And back on out. A little bit of a dangerous play there. If you're playing youth soccer, I think that's a turnover. But here in professional soccer, you can play the ball on the ground. So McGlynn plays it back to the back line. They're going to try to regroup with a field drain. Nope, core reverse there. Back to McGlynn. They're going to play this one all the way back across the field. And I have no idea what that call was. I guess that was an offside. I don't think it couldn't have been on Poneman. It might have been on the guy behind him. I don't. It seemed like an errant call there. I don't know. But that one cleared out by McGlynn. And McGlynn getting aggressive. He takes a fall, but it's encouraging to see some aggressive play early here in the second half. And this one played to midfield. And boy, that was a pull of the jersey if I've ever seen one. Kind of got away with that. So a throw in there, and I don't know what that one was. That was almost fancy for the sake of being fancy, but it did not result in possession for FA Euro. So this one played along the far sideline, but Euro with the takeaway. Now they're jockeying for the ball along that sideline. Let's see if we can get it across the field here, and the Red Bulls do. And they'll play it all the way back across. They're on their back line, playing it forward. So their defensive is trying to make a run. Let's see if they can get behind him now. Not quite. The ball got up to the heads. And for you soccer fans, when the ball gets up to the heads, you do not move it nearly as quickly as the ball on the ground. So a low cross there right into the feet of FA Euro. And this one is going to make its way out. McGlynn with a clear toward midfield. They don't have numbers. Let's see if they can make a turn and get behind. So Seal is able to maintain possession, but a bad touch there. And a turnover. And that one just kind of makes its way past. And again, a take by McGlynn. So a good start to the second half for Connor McGlynn. As I've said, I've been impressed with him the last couple of games. Oh, and some contact there. That's going to be a yellow card there. I believe it's going to go to Winas, if I saw that correctly. We'll get the official call in just a moment.
Yellow card caution issued to number 7, Morton Wenas for FA Euro in the 50th minute. That's an FA Euro caution issued to number 7, Wenas in the 50th minute.
Yep, so it was Wenas, and he's going to get the cautionary yellow card. And the one thing you can be encouraged by, while that was a yellow card, you haven't seen extra chippiness from FA Euro. Being down 4 goals, sometimes you'll see that. That has not been the case. Now that one was put down quick, but I guess a little too quick. And it looks like we are going to get a substitution here. It's like prepared to come in is Dominique Marvins. If you remember him from last game, he's got a lot of length and some speed to him. So let's see if he can make a difference on the front half. I don't think they've announced who he's coming in for yet. Let's see what we got. So he's going to come in for Galena. So Galena is going to be done for...
Substitution in the 52nd minute for Aviator, heading into the game, number 16, Dominique Marvins.
So Marvin's jockeying for the ball.
Number 20, Alessio Galena.
And immediately loses it.
That's an Aviator substitution in the 52nd minute. In number 16, Marvins. Out, number 20, Galena.
Well, a little bit of confusion there. It looked like Euro thought they had the throw in, but this one's going to go to the Red Bulls. A lot of traffic there. This one's going to make its way out of bounds. See if we can get a little more spacing on the throw-in for FA Euro.
Follow at USL PDL on Twitter to become a PDL League Insider. Join club
a lot of contact there.
Alumni through their pro careers.
A lot of contact there. That one made its way out of bounds with nobody touching it. Just sort of a lot of jockeying for position. So an aggressive play there, wasn't able to come up with it, but it's encouraging to see some energy in the second half for FA Euro. And this one is cleared on forward. I got to tell you, early here in the second half, and we're only about 7 minutes in, I've seen some encouraging signs. And while they may not come back in this game, if you're the coach and you're the team, you want to see some positive signs moving forward. And the pickup in energy so far has been excellent on FA Euro's side. Let's see if that's able to result in them maybe cutting the deficit. And there's a takedown there. It's going to result in a kick. I don't believe there's going to be... Oh, they are arguing with one another. I'm hoping it's not getting too chippy, but the referee's coming in to ensure that we're not going to get anything too... crazy. Remember, this isn't hockey, this is soccer. So we're going to get a kick here from just about the 20. Definitely an area you can curl this one on in for a low curl. And that one cleared right out off the foot. Let's see if they can turn and get some numbers here. Looks like Sela tried to turn, but the touch was a bit too far, and he wasn't able to maintain possession. So the Rebels with it, a nice footwork there, coming across, a great save, and oh boy, a great save, but then the rebound is put in by the Red Bulls. And I think that was the Shields that put it in, but we'll wait for the official call. Initially, a bad angle shot. The save was made by Hansen, which is, I want to say, his 6th save of the day. But the save immediately came out.
Goal scored in the 55th minute by number 8, Kyle Zajac.
Nope, I was wrong. Kyle Zajac was the one who put it
by
in.
The Red Bulls in the 55th minute by number 8, Zajac.
So after we just saw some positive signs from Euro, a quick shot across, some speed got to the corner, and the shot across resulted in the save, and nobody marked number 8 in the middle, and he was able to just put it by the keeper. And here an opportunity. This ball's played forward. Seal's going to try to run it down. He pushes him, but he can't maintain possession. So Sela is getting aggressive. He's getting his hands on some people, not getting called for it. But he wasn't able to get a shot on goal. So far today, FA Euro with 1 shot on goal. 1. You wonder why they're down by 5. You're not going to score 5 goals with 1 shot on goal. So we'll get a throw in here. And the Red Bulls will play it back in. McGlynn gets it forward, though. And again, some aggressive play with Sela and the defense. So Kuznov will take the throw in. But he took it from too close. Apparently he moved up too close. So we'll get this one in off the chest. So they got some space to work with here, and he turns on it. Brings it back toward the near field of play. This one's going to be played down into the corner. They've got some space to work with. He's going to try to get it across. Wow, a bullet across the field and back out. I got to tell you, that's one of the first real misplays I've seen by the Red Bulls. That ball kind of was played as hard as a shot on goal would be played. And for naught. And that one made its way through, but Hansen was able to get a foot on it, and he put it out of bounds. So the Red Bulls have some space here in the middle of the field to work with. They're able to play it out. So this one's finally maintained by Euro and booted out toward midfield. It's bouncing around, and they get a foot on it, get a foot on it. Good turn there, but again, no numbers. If you notice, every time they try to get something going, Sela on that front line, he's always met by two defenders.
Academies are open officially for registration in Sarasota, Florida. For more information, visit faeuro.com.
So this one's maintained by the Red Bulls. And again, they're going to try to run it up, but a good defensive play there to knock it out of bounds. So this ball is bounced around in the middle of the field. Hansen's going to come out for the pop-up. He makes the catch. Inning over. I'm just kidding. But doesn't it feel like a baseball kind of night? I'm a soccer guy, but this clear, nice night kind of feels like a baseball night too. So a one-touch and a great save by Hansen. That one was played through. A one-touch shot on goal, and Hansen with a diving save. Boy, if not for Hansen, this is probably an 8 or 9 goal game, and it's only 5. I say that, and it sounds ridiculous, but trust me, if you've been following along, Hansen has had some great saves back in goal. If there's one thing we can take away, F.A. Euro's got a quality goalkeeper. And he's kept it to be really only a 5-goal game. And what do I know? 5 goals is insurmountable, but hey, if they walk out of here only down 5 at the end of the day, that's a lot better than being down 8 or 9. But this one was played out of bounds. We're going to get a corner kick, so let's see if that will stand. This one's curled right toward the far post. Got a foot on it. Let's see if they can get it down. That one's finally cleared outside the 18. This one's put back in. A dive. I don't know if he got taken down or he just tried an awkward dive to get a head on it. He did get his head on it, but about 10 feet wide. Or in the words of Bob Uecker, just a bit outside. So we'll get a goal kick here. And we got a substitution for F.A. Euro. Looks like Sawane came out, and we're getting Del Cura into the game. We thought we were going to get him earlier in the game with the injury.
Substitution in the 61st minute heading in is number 23, Alejandro Del Cura. Being substituted for number 15, Zhurbek Kuzenbov.
So he was warming up early in the game.
Substitution in the 61st minute heading in, number 23, Del Cura, and out, number 15.
So we'll get Del Cura now. And he'll be playing along the back line. As Euro finds some space, Del Cura plays the ball. Some nifty footwork there, but playing the ball back toward the back line. So they got some space over here on the far side. Let's see what they can do with it. Plays into the middle. And a good touch there. He's got a little bit of space to work with. Let's see if he can get the ball across. Plays it back and into the chest. This ball stayed in the field. And now out. And, wow, I think he missed that one. That one looked like it should be an FAU throw-in, and it goes to the Red Bulls. The Red Bulls sideline not happy about it, and the ball makes its way the other way. But McGlynn with the takeaway. So Euro with possession around midfield. Back to McGlynn. And this ball played up toward the near sideline right in front of us. But he can't turn with the ball. So Kuzanov unable to make a run there. And this ball played up into the air and a header back in. Not the strongest of touches, but that was, I'm not sure what happened there. I think there was a bit of a communication breakdown. But in a weird display, the Red Bulls just didn't move on that one. But they're going to try here. They're within the 18. And a low liner. And, oh boy. I think that one was deflected in. And we have a 6-goal game. So again, some confusion in the box. The ball was played low. I thought maybe a mishit. But it was played through, and the deflection results in another Red Bulls goal. So we'll wait for the official scoring. Still haven't changed the scoreboard as we're at about the 63-minute mark. But as the Red Bulls play back in, we'll wait for the official score and to see who the deflection was off of, who will get credit for that goal. That one played ahead, and a header gets it in, but the keeper was out playing that ball. And, you know, they still haven't put a goal on the scoreboard. I wonder if they called something. I'm not seeing that 6th goal.
New York Red Bulls goal scored in the 64th minute by number 22, his second of the game, Emmanuel Kuma.
Okay, so there's the official call.
Number 27, Alan Galvanez.
So Kuma getting credit for the goal. And that puts him at 3 goals on the season. Still not on the scoreboard, though. So I guess a little bit of confusion. We were wondering if maybe it didn't count or something. But the official score has just announced it, so it must be true. Now when crossed into the middle, York just doesn't have numbers in there. I mean, he tried to cross it in the middle, and everyone was just kind of stuck in the midfield. And I think that was a handball. We'll play that back down. A quick kick there. I don't know. With 6 goals down, what do you got to lose at this point? Get your players up. Run on in. See if you can put one in. I mean, we said this last game when Red Bulls were up, when FA Euro was up 3-0, that if you're evergreen, try to get something going. And they did. They got the late goal. Here, I'm just saying, throw some numbers up there. If you got a guy trying to get the ball across, push up.
The official streaming provider of FA Euro New York. Visit i85sportsnetwork.com for more details.
So that ball will be played in by Hansen in a night that he'll love to forget. And this one again played down by the Red Bulls. And back across toward the far side. You get a lot of space. It almost feels like Euro's playing a man down. I know they're not, but it just feels like with the extra speed and athleticism of the Red Bulls that they seem to always have spacing. Now this one tried some nifty footwork. It did not result in getting any space. And that one played out to the sidelines to, well, no one in particular. So it'll make its way over the end line and over to a goal kick for Hansen. So they'll play it out through to the defensive line. Again, this is what we talked about perhaps avoiding and trying to get it up through. And this one played across kind of dangerously, but it did make its way across the field, and we've crossed midfield. You're in possession of the ball. So not a lot of space here as they play the ball back into their defensive line. Oh boy. Another turnover here. Red Bulls making a run. He kind of tripped over the ball. He tried to slip it through. This one makes its way through. And we got to stop. I think he might have drifted off sides. So another whistle here. See if we can find out what's going on down there in the field of play. I guess they told them to re-kick it. So I'm played ahead. And straight up in the air from Sela. And then another thing that you should be noticing, and I talked about this with Ben at halftime. Not one head ball has been won by Aviator. Not one. Every header, every free ball has been won. And an opportunity there. Oh, Sela's down. Robbie Sela is down. They're calling for a foul. They're not going to get it. But both players are down. Oh, boy. Sela is down, and I think it might be Kuma, number 22, if I'm seeing that right. Yeah. That's Emmanuel Kuma with his 2 goals. He's down. Sela's down. And just as I said that they hadn't won any headers, Robbie Sela got aggressive going for one, and he is feeling the effects of it. So Kuma is up. Sela is still down, and he was writhing the second he went down. I got to be honest, folks. As soon as he went down, I wasn't paying attention to the field of play anymore. I was watching him. It did not look good for him. Well, it looks like he's up. And he's going to walk that one off. So, a promising sign there. And you like to see that. That's a nice sign. They shook each other's hands. Hey, man, it's sports. It's all in good fun. And look, I've been in my fair share of tussles in my sports career, but it's always good at the end of the day to realize, hey, it's only a game. Granted, I'm 5'7". I've never actually won a sports tussle, but I've been a few of them myself. So that one played forward by the Red Bulls, and it almost looked like they agreed to kick it forward for FAU's benefit. I don't know if that's true, but that was played to absolutely no one in particular. But this one dangerously played back to Hansen. He plays it over to the sideline to Kuzanov, and that one's played out of bounds. And the throw up here, a lot of contact. Boy. Euro's coaching staff is not happy with the immense amount of contact on their offensive players. And they're going to put this one down for kick. They did end up getting the call. So the ball went out of bounds. They complained about the lack of call, and they did end up getting the call. How about that? You don't always see that, but that one headed across. And they're jockeying, trying to get it. McGlynn plays it out to the side. And a long-term shot, a good save. You know what? I like it. You're FA Euro. You've gotten one shot on goal all day. It's about 20 yards out. Take the shot. I like that decision. So a shot on goal, a save by the goalie, and now we're going to get a corner. And that shot on goal from Alexander Del Cura. This one played low. And they give it back out. They could try across again. Headed back out. And the ball is still up in the air. He tried to line it up for a shot. He still has it. Gets a low shot. A diving save by the keeper. So Euro threatened, but they were not able to put one in. But definitely a positive sequence there for them. So the shot on goal, their first since the first half, and a couple of crosses from the corner, first on the corner kick, and then after the clear out, resulted in some chances. And 2 shots on goal. And now the Red Bulls make their way the other way. Hansen's going to come out and make the save. So that one played right into the leg of the defender. Stays in the field of play. Boy, if only I had that kind of backspin in my golf game, I'd be really good. This one across, kind of a bad touch, a little bit behind the offensive player, and Euro's able to clear it out. But again, you're seeing Sela waited on the ball, and they were able to come up and win the header. You got to get more aggressive on those free balls. When the ball's up in the air, you have to come and meet the ball. You can't wait for it to come down to you. That's been a bugaboo for FA Euro all day as the Red Bulls continue to win the free balls and the headers. But there's a quick little turnover. And a play on back. And again, you see, as soon as the ball got to the back line, the Red Bulls aggressively go after it. But there, a push from behind on Robbie Sela. And it looks like he came down on his ankle. Well, he's fine. Just kind of came down a little bit tender on the ankle. Did Kyle Zajac. So this one's put through, and they get it to the side, and back out. We're right around the 18. Red Bulls with they try to get a couple of quick touches there, but Euro is able to take away possession. So the ball's back out at midfield, and again, a little bit of space to work with if you're the Red Bulls. It looks like number 7 got behind the defense. He puts it across, and another easy goal. Oh, boy. A night at FA Euro is going to want to forget. And that's number 7, and not lucky 7 if you're FA Euro. So again, the Red Bulls got behind the defense. They were deep in the zone. The keeper came out for the first man. He made the pass across, and an easy one-touch goal to make it a 7-goal deficit for FA Euro.
New York Red Bull goal scored in the 75th minute by number 7, Zach Ryan.
So that one from Zach Ryan. And let's see if we can get something here. Oh, boy. A takedown there just outside the 18. And Euro's going to get a kick. And again, this is kind of the danger zone. And if I don't say so myself, this was the Eric zone. Because I am a left-handed player, left-footed kicker predominantly. So this is where you can put the left foot on the ball and kind of curl it toward the far post. Or, if you got some guts, try to keep it near post. But the goalkeeper, he'll stay near the near post. But they'll go with the right-footed kicker. He's going to play it, tries to play it over the top. It didn't quite make it there. Red Bulls get a head on it and headed out of bounds. So Follow will take the throw in. And he's going to try to throw it as far across as he can. A head gets down on it. But this one outside the 18. It looked like McGlynn was almost lined up for the kick. He does make a pass over. And carelessly turned over in there. Red Bulls will get a run out here. They do have some numbers along the near sideline. Plays it through. And there's a low cross, but knocked down by the defense. He tried to get a little cute there. This one played back, all the way back to the keeper. Kind of dangerous there. So he clears it out. Well, I'll tell you, at the professional level, they have a lot more chutzpah than I do. Because I can't imagine my coaches being happy with me passing the ball back right in front of the goaltender when there's still an offensive player or two in the zone. So they'll play the ball back across, and into the middle of the field of play we go. And this one got way out ahead, and we'll get a throw-in for the Red Bulls.
YouTube is the league's official online video home offering live games and feature content. Subscribe for free to the PDL YouTube channel today.
And here the Red Bulls will play back into their defensive zone. And that one played perfectly into
Capelli
the
is a
cone.
proud sponsor of the PDL. Follow at Capelli Sport on Twitter for all the latest Capelli Sport information.
Do you get points for that? I think they should. But as it stands, just a throw-in. And this one played over the top. And again, some spacing here. But this one played up into the air. And it's free. Red Bull's trying to corral. But McGlynn's able to take it up to midfield. A good ball there. And we got some space. Oh, boy. I don't know about that. It looked like Marvin's was trying to wait onside. I thought he did, but I guess he got just a little bit ahead. I mean, we're almost 80 minutes in, and we got a 7-goal deficit. Just give him the benefit of the doubt at this point, you know? And I'm not saying that as the FA Euro commentator. I'm saying that as a fan of soccer watching a 7-goal game. You know, it's a close play. Let him play. So Euro will make it out, and he's going to race down the field. He's got some space, but he overran the ball. Oh, boy. So they're able to maintain possession, but Adam Marcoux overran the ball on the run out. He had some space. And that, of course, being the twin brother of our pal and often co-commentator Ben Marcoux. So they're jockeying in the middle of the field for possession, and finally the Red Bulls have it. This one being played toward the far sidelines, and they got a couple of players down there. They're going to try to dump it down to the corner, but a good defensive play there. So Marcoux is able to clear it on out to nobody in particular, but it'll make its way down the field, across midfield, just over midfield for a throw-in.
For aspiring young talent looking for camp this summer, visit FAEuro.com/events to sign up for a camp in New York and Florida today.
And as we wait for the throw-in here, I will tell you that the next time you'll be able to see FA Euro play will be on the 30th at Ocean City, which I wish I was calling because Ocean City is a heck of a fun town to be in.
Substitution in the 81st minute, heading into the game number 2, Ivan Rodriguez.
But we'll be back here.
And heading out number 4, Johan Martin.
On the 7th to take on Lehigh Valley, which was the first victory of the season where they defeated Lehigh Valley 2-0. So that one was at Lehigh Valley. We'll get them at home. And that one should be a good chance for FA Euro to get back in the winning column. We'll see what happens to Ocean City. That was an early season loss, and we'll see if that is another one that they'll have an opportunity at. So with about 9 minutes left of the game plus stoppage time. The Red Bulls are making their way up, but a good tackle there by Aviator. And that one turned over, tried to pass it back. Red Bulls with numbers here. It's going to play it on forward. And a touch forward, they do get ahead, but not enough to make a play on the ball. And they can't quite get it across, so though they're going to keep fighting, but a good defensive possession there for Aviator. And on that one, it looked like Marvin's got taken down. Nothing called. Red Bulls have possession back around midfield. They don't have to have any urgency here, but they haven't taken their foot off the gas at all this game. That is not their strategy. So they play it on back to the keeper, and he puts a left foot on it. And a good one-touch there over to the sideline. That ball's through. That ball played dangerously to the keeper. Touched over the top. And the defense is able to get a head on it, a foot on it, and back to midfield we go. And again, not winning headers, but that one a little too much contact on behalf of the Red Bulls, so we're going to get a kick. McGlynn will put it down. And he faked a couple, and he puts it backwards. This one played back over. So they're going to look on forward. Del Coro is going to look to play it up the field. And that one makes its way through. This one's going to be played across. Didn't quite get over the defender. They do have some numbers here. Let's see if they can get something going. Marvin's with the turn. See if he can get a shot from the 18. Marvin's plays it back to McGlynn. McGlynn, the left foot just over the top. But I like the aggressiveness there. McGlynn was just outside the 18. He had a little bit of space, and he took the shot. So an aggressive play there. It looks like, well, Hansen's going to make his way out of the game. Oh, boy.
Substitution for Aviator New York. Heading into the contest, number 25, Gianfranco Barone. And heading out, number 1, Oliver Hansen, in the 84th minute.
So Barone's going to take over, and Hansen's going to have a chance to put this one behind him. A difficult one for him. 7 goals, most of them not anywhere near his fault. But this one again, so Oliver's going to get tested early. That one just made its way across the crease to no avail, but boy, he just came in. Talk about getting that heart rate up right away. There's no warm-ups for him. But it was across harmlessly, and we will get a goal kick here. So he'll play the ball up toward midfield, and a good header back. But Euro can't quite run the ball down. And that one will make its way into the seats for a nice souvenir for the fans. Well, they threw it back. Oh, well. I was excited for the young fan, but I don't think in soccer you get to keep one of, like, the 4 balls they use. This isn't baseball. So we got possession midfield here, and Euro playing the ball back. And a bad touch there. Red Bulls will play the ball forward, and as they play the ball down into the far corner and out over the end line for a corner kick, I will tell you, we're 85 minutes into this game. I have not seen the Red Bulls let off the gas at all. Now, that says 2 things. Number 1, they don't show any mercy. That's fine. But number 2, their conditioning is top-notch. They are still winning every free ball. They are still going after it. Their conditioning is fantastic. And for the young players that are trying to get to the next level, that is going to bode really well for them. So, a nice corner ball played in, but headed out by Euro. Let's see if they can get the touch there. They get it, and some space here. Let's see if they can get a run out. Marcou's got some space. He's going to try to get it across. He plays it back instead. So they had a chance to run out, and the numbers just did not add up. So this one, they try to play through, but off the chest from Fola, and this one kicked out of bounds by the keeper. So a throw in here. And they're jockeying for position just outside the 18. A takedown. And I guess, I wasn't sure if that was clean, but I guess a clean tackle there. But the Red Bulls get possession again, and they're going to try to get a turn and a shot. A great save there. He's going to try to get a second shot. And a nice showing there. A great save and a first big opportunity. Oliver with the save. I'll tell you, you wouldn't know it by the scoreboard, but we've had some great goaltender play from FA Euro today. Yeah, there's 7 goals on the board, but they've had double the amount of shots and some great saves. And here's another opportunity. That ball played through and touched on back and out. Oh, he tried to turn on that one. Marvin tried to turn, but he got kicked in the ankle, and he's down. That one's going to be a card. So, we've had a few yellow cards today. Nothing too serious. You know, not since that first game that I called have we had anything too serious, where we had the fight down on the far side of the field, but there hasn't been any of that. There's been some competitive play, but nothing too egregious. So the Red Bulls control on the far side of the field. As they play it back in and into the middle, they turn, plays it through, and he puts it in the back of the net, but he was offsides there. Either that looks like he's holding up a card. I don't know if he's holding up a card or he's just holding up his hand. I think it might have just been his hand. Yeah, that was just an offside call. So Marvin's playing with it on the side here. And he had it taken away. Oh! He tried to run through him there to no avail. So that is going to be the end of the game. We're just after stoppage time, but that is the end of the game. A difficult one for FA Euro, a 7-0 defeat. So for I-95, for FA Euro, I am Eric Cordova. Catch us next on the 7th when FA Euro will take on Lehigh Valley.
Join us back on July 7th
at 7 p.m.
And the PDL first team takes on the Lehigh Valley United at 7 o'clock p.m. The game will be streamed live on the I-95 Sports and Entertainment Network. I'm Joey Jarzinga saying so long and get home safe.
I'm running home to a place I